Hello and welcome back to Beckler Guitars and Repair, and today I want to talk about how to make all of your Spark amps fully wireless. So I own all three. I own a Spark 40, I own the Spark Mini and the Spark Go, and I use them all for different situations. And they're very convenient amps with lots of built-in software. You can use your phone, tons of different features, and they all sound quite good for what they are and for their price points. But to make them even more convenient, I want to show you how you can totally make each one fully wireless. Cut down on cords, to cut down on clutter, and just make it a very streamlined, easy experience with no wires. So the Spark Mini and the Spark Go both have rechargeable batteries, so you don't need to worry about adapters or any sort of charging wires or anything else like that. The Spark 40, however, doesn't. And I do have a mod for the Spark 40 that'll make it fully wireless. And here it is. So what this is an external power supply that you charge by itself. And then I do have a plug that plugs into the Spark, and it essentially makes it portable and with an external power supply that lasts up to 12 hours of power. So what I've also done is I've added a little piece of Velcro to the back and to the power supply, so I can just stick it right on and it can go wherever the Spark goes. And you can see there it's showing how much power is left and showing there that it works. This is a really great upgrade for the Spark 40. It makes it totally portable. It's quite a loud little amp as it is, so having that versatility to bring it with you anywhere is great, and having 12 hours of battery life is also great. So I've done a video on this before. I'll put the link in the description, and I'll have a link to this product in the description as well. It's basically just a basic power bank with a cord that plugs into your Spark. But yeah, that's how you can get portable power on the Spark 40. The Mini and the Go have rechargeable batteries, so their power is portable. However, you still need to plug in a guitar cable to each of these, and sometimes when I'm playing on the couch, I don't want cables to get in the way. I just want to plug in and play unrestricted, so I can play with my phone or use my phone for learning or tabs or what have you. So a way to get rid of the cord for your guitar is to use a wireless system. So here I have a Donner wireless system, the DWS-3T. This is just a cheaper wireless system I found on Amazon. There's all sorts of different companies and models that make these now, and they're pretty affordable, usually under $100. What you want to look for when you're buying these is the latency. So in the product description, it'll have a latency for each one of these. You want to buy the wireless system that has the lowest latency possible. And that's the reason for that I'm going to explain a little bit further in the video. But the lower the latency is, the latency basically means when you hit the guitar, hit a string on the guitar, how long it takes to get to the headphones, and you can hear the latency between when you hit that and the note. So the lower that is, the more natural it's going to sound, like you're not using a wireless system, just like a cord. And it's going to make it easier to play. There's going to be no delay between when you're hitting the guitar and hearing it. So you want to find the lowest latency possible with your wireless guitar system. A good latency you'd be looking for in the specs would be under 5 milliseconds. So you should be able to find a set that does that pretty easily for a fairly decent price. Most of these are super easy to use. You just turn them on, they pair to each other right away, and you plug in and you are good to go. So now we've got a portable signal to the amp with, instead of a guitar cable, we've got portable power for each. But what if we want to use portable headphones? So this part is a little bit tricky, because you can buy Bluetooth headphones for these that'll work. So they all have a headphone out on all of these amplifiers. So on the Spark Go, it's right here next to the brass ring. On the Mini, it's right here in the back, got a headphone jack there. And on the Spark 40, it's right here at the top. So you can plug into wired headphones into any of those spots. With a Bluetooth transmitter and receiver, you have to deal with latency. A lot of the Bluetooth transmitters and receivers on the market are going to have too high of latency, and it's going to make it pretty hard to use. So too high of latency, you're going to be playing the notes and hearing them with a delay, and it kind of screws up your playing and it doesn't feel natural. So there is a way around that though. So you have to find a set of Bluetooth headphones and a transmitter that has aptX latency technology. aptX is a technology with Bluetooth that provides ultra low latency. So in some cases it could provide up to 40 milliseconds, which is a tad bit high. In my experience, most devices can do considerably lower than that. So you want to find a good set of headphones that has the aptX technology as well as the Bluetooth transmitter, and you're trying to find the lowest latency possible. So I'm using this transmitter and this set of headphones that both have the aptX technology, and you can find these readily available on Amazon or any electronics store, but you want to specifically look for the ones that have the aptX. Some of them also will list the latency, so you're trying to get that latency as low as possible. So remember, we have under 5 from our transmitter here and our guitar wireless system, and we want to keep that latency as low as possible for all the devices to provide the most natural experience. So now what I'm going to do is you go ahead and pair your Bluetooth headphones, which are the receiver, to the transmitter, which is this little dongle here. So this can plug into the headphone jack on any of your amps, and then you pair your Bluetooth headphones to the transmitter, and then you can even use your wireless guitar transmitter at the same time. So this will change any of these amps to fully wireless, no wires in your way, nothing else like that, and you can just play and enjoy without any wires. I'm going to hook all this up to a guitar, and I'm going to put my microphone in my headphones, and I'm going to videotape myself playing in real time what kind of latency you can expect and how this whole system works. I've also included in the description this exact transmitter that I'm using and these exact headphones that I'm using as well. Alright, so I've got everything plugged in. I've got my Bluetooth headphones connected to my transmitter, and I've got my wireless guitar system plugged in, and right there. So now what I'm going to do is I'm just going to put my microphone inside my headphones so you can hear in real time what kind of latency we're dealing with there. So I'm going to go ahead and put that in. So there is a very slight delay, you might have seen that in the video, but it's very, very low latency and it's almost imperceptible. If you're practicing on the couch or something like that just for fun, it's not going to bother you hardly at all. If you're using this for recording, maybe don't use the wireless stuff, use the wired stuff just for recording, especially if you're using like a click track with a metronome, something like that. But for playing, you know, with friends or by yourself or practicing on the couch, this is a fantastic system that works great, and it turns all your Spark amps fully wireless. So that's going to be it for today. Thanks for tuning in to Beckler Guitars and Repair. I'll have more for you really soon. Thanks a lot.